value of sine 2x. How much? 1. That is the amplitude, right? So if the maximum value of sine 2x is 1, therefore maximum y is 15 plus 7 times 1, which is 22. And now minimum height. Minimum y occurs when sine 2x is minimum. You can't change anything else, right? The 15 over there is fixed, the 7 is fixed. So sine 2x, what is the minimum sine 2x? Is negative 1. Therefore minimum y is 15 plus 7 times negative 1, and we get 8. Okay? Now, anybody needs help for practice now 14? Practice now 14. Same approach. So, no help needed? Okay, then resume with exercise 8b. Looking for the smallest value over here. The smallest value of cosine theta is actually negative 1. This is the graph of y equals to cosine theta. Smallest value is negative 1. So the smallest value of 5 cosine theta is negative 5. Largest value is 5. Okay, this is the smallest value and it occurs at pi. So this smallest value is negative 5. So we will have the maximum value to be 6 minus 5, and then we put in the smallest cosine theta, which in this case is negative 1. Or if you group this together, you will get negative 5 lah. Okay, so the answer will be 6 plus 5, which is 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay? So in the same way, I want the minimum value. Minimum value of 6 minus 5 cosine theta is going to be 6 minus 5 times something. What goes into the bracket? This was originally cosine theta. This is the only thing that I can change. I cannot change the 6, I cannot change the 5. So I want the smallest possible answer. So how do you ensure I get the smallest possible answer? Are you saying that cosine theta is positive 1? Okay, if cosine theta is positive 1, we will get 6 minus 5, which is 1. And that's the answer. Because since I now want the minimum value, I want the smallest value, I will want to minus away a big number so that my answer is very small. So when is 5 cosine theta very big? Because you want the minimum 6 minus 5 cosine theta, so you want to subtract a very big number so that you end up with a small answer. When is it very big? It is when cosine theta is equal to 1. Therefore, 5 cosine theta is 5. So 6 minus 5 is 1. That's 1e. 3, part E. So the graph of y equals to cosine 1/3 x minus 2. Stating the amplitude. Amplitude equals to 1. Period equals to 2 pi divided by 1 over 3. How much is 2 pi divided by 1 over 3? 6 pi, yes. So they want me to draw from the range of only 0 to 2 pi. But one period is 6 pi. So within the range of x 0 to 2 pi, why even get a complete cycle? No, I won't. How much of a cycle will I actually get? I get only 1/3 of a cycle. Okay? So keeping in mind the amplitude is 1. Let us now sketch the graph of y equals to cosine 1/3 x first. X, y. Again, I divide into 4 parts. 3 and 4. What is the last angle over here? I want to contain one cycle first. One cycle within these 4 dotted lines. So what is this angle over here? Is this still 2 pi? I want one cycle. This will be 6 pi. So this will be 3 pi until here. Then where is 2 pi? If this is 3 pi, where is 2 pi? This is 1.5 pi, right? So 3 pi over 2. Where is 2 pi? Is it exactly in the middle? No, right? It is this somewhere here. 2 pi. Okay? The reason why I'm drawing the full cycle is because I want to make sure I have the correct shape. So now for the graph of cosine 1/3 pi, so it's the same as the shape as cosine pi. Okay, now I only require up to 2 pi, so I drew a lot of extra, but at least I know this is the correct shape. So now I will erase whatever extra I've drawn. Okay, so I wanted until 2 pi only, so this part all can erase already. Doesn't matter. Dx. This being 2 pi. Now, I need to find out what is this value over here. What is this minimum value? Initially, this is the graph of y equals to cosine 1/3 x. So this maximum value is 1. Minimum value was -1. What is now this value over here when x is equal to 2 pi? So we need to calculate. You need to write down the value. When x equals to 2 pi, we have cosine y equals to cosine 1/3 times 2 pi. So calculator, what does that give you? Cosine 120 degrees. What do we have? -half. Okay, so this value is -half. Then I don't require my -1 also. So now, I still need to shift my graph. I need to shift my graph down by 2 units. In other words, I shift my x-axis up by 2 units. So this is shifting up by 1 unit. And now, this is my new x-axis. This is 0, this will be -1, this is -2, and this initially was -half, it becomes -5/2. This value. So you continue with your x-axis, this is my 2 pi. So that's our final answer, -2. Okay, I'll highlight the graph for you over here. And And this value is 3 pi over 2. Finish. What? Yeah, I recorded this.